Are you thinking about buying a home this year but don't know the steps of the process? Well, then this video is for you. Hi everybody, I'm Dave Gove with eXp Realty here in Lake Tahoe in Truckee, California, and today I am talking about the steps to the home buying process. And if you find this information useful, don't forget to hit the subscribe button, give us some likes, and then hit that bell so you don't miss any future videos. And also, don't forget to watch this video till the end so you can get my special bonus. Alright, so today I felt compelled to make a video about the home buying process and talk about the steps along the way to get to from, oh my gosh, I'd like to buy a house, to great, here we have the keys, right? A lot of stuff in between, and probably a lot of gray area, especially if you haven't bought a home in a long time, or maybe it's your first time buying a home. I felt compelled to make this video today because personally right now, I am going through the process of getting a construction loan, and I am completely in the dark in the process. The loan officer I'm working with, unfortunately, is terrible, and it's very frustrating. The communication is abysmal, and I don't know what the milestones are. I don't have a roadmap in front of me. I don't know if I've got another week to go or another 2 weeks to go. It just seems like every week time goes by and I just am not sure where I'm at. And it's an awful experience, and it's not an experience that I would ever want any of my clients to go through. So here it is. I'm going to unpack the steps to buying a home, the process, one by one. Number one, first thing, get your budget figured out. If you're paying cash, figure out how much cash you want to spend, how much you're willing to part with to find your house. If you're getting financed, get pre-approved, better yet, get fully underwritten so you understand how much money you can spend, how much your monthly payments are going to be, and understand all the closing costs and everything that goes with it. Okay, number two, determine where you want to live, or where you want to buy this house. Whether it's, like here in Truckee, California, or North Lake Tahoe, or the greater Sacramento region, or Mendocino, wherever. Decide on what your region is, your target market. After that, you're going to move to step number three, and a lot of people don't understand that this is an important step to get at the correct time in the process, and that is to select a realtor. Why do you want to do it now, before you start looking? Because you're going to be working with this person in a very intense, high pressure environment, and you really want to make sure you get the right fit. So you want to interview at least 3 realtors and get to know them a little bit, ask about their communication styles, how long they've been in business, because remember, 87% of realtors don't make it 5 years in this business, so you want to find somebody who's got the experience and the longevity to work with you and knows all the ins and outs of these transactions. So now we know what our budget is, we know where we want to go, and we've got a trusted realtor to work with. So now we're going to move on to number 4, which is looking at houses. Okay, this is the fun part. Well, can be fun, can be frustrating, depending on how long it takes and how many houses you have to look at. But you're going to go ahead and tell your realtor what you're looking for. They're going to help curate the experience and find properties that fit you what you're looking for, and educate you on what's available out there, and start touring properties. So now, once we've toured a bunch of properties, we've looked at several, we want to look at things that we maybe are not interested in so that we know what we are interested in. So it's important to know, like, you can be unsure of a house, go, gosh, I just don't know if this is what I'm looking for, because maybe you haven't seen enough, right? So you got to kiss a few frogs before you find that prince. So once you do find that house that you want to make an offer on, we're moving into what we call offer and acceptance, okay? So that's when your realtor and you are going to work on what your offer is. You're going to establish how much money you want to spend on the house, what you're offering to pay for the house, how fast you want to be able to close escrow. Maybe you can move quickly because you have cash, or maybe you need a little bit more time because you have a loan. You're going to take a look at all the terms, like, is the refrigerator included? Do I get the washer and dryer? Do I not want the washer and dryer in there because they're old and I want them to take it out? All of the details about what your offer is. You're going to get that offer, get it signed. Your agent's going to take it to the agent on the other side representing the seller, and then there may be some counter offer back and forth, changing some terms. And once we've gotten to a point where our offer is articulated, the sellers understand it, maybe they've countered offered, we agreed to that, then we have what we call acceptance. Okay? Then we go ahead and sign all the documents, and we have a ratified contract, and we're going to move into the next step, which is opening escrow and giving our earnest money deposit. So our earnest money deposit, which is negotiated in the contract, is typically 3% in California. When the escrow company opens that escrow account, you're going to wire that money over there, and that's just a good faith deposit getting going with the escrow process. Now we've got our offer accepted, we're in contract, escrow is opened, and now we're into what is our contingency period. This is any contingencies we may have in the deal. Okay, so if we have buyer investigation contingency, or if we have a loan contingency, or perhaps even the seller has a contingency of selling their own house. And then the length of time will be determined in the offer on the contract. So in that contingency period, we go ahead and do our due diligence on investigating the house, getting all the paperwork over to the lender, and getting the appraisal done, and working on all of those things. Once we do a contingency removal, that's it. We've agreed that we're all in this together. We're all making this deal happen. We're going to change the status of the contract to pending. Okay, deal is pending. And then during this time between pending and closed is when we tidy up all the rest of the documents. The title company is working on any of the paperwork that the lender needs, and they're going to coordinate all the signing documents that the sellers and you, the buyers, are going to need to get done. Arrange for any documents to be FedExed back and forth, and mobile notaries and things like that. Okay, then we get to number 8, which is final documents to sign and close. So this is going to be within a couple days of closing. The title company is going to get you set up to sign any loan documents if you have any. The seller will sign any documents necessary transferring title, and you will sign documents taking over the title. Once that's all bundled up and put together, the title company is going to request that all funds get wired from the remainder of your deposit, and then also the funds from the lender if you're borrowing from a bank. And then they're going to pull that money into the escrow account. Once they have that cash and all of those documents put together, they send that package down to the county recorder for them to record and go on title. Once the county recorder has that on record, that's it. You've closed. You're going to move into the next step, which is closing day. You're going to go get your keys, go high-five your realtor, and move into your new home. Oh, hey, I mentioned about a bonus before. You can download a copy of my buyer's guide. The link's in the bio of this video. All right, so that's it. That's what it takes to buy a house. If you have any questions, go ahead and leave them in the comments, or you can shoot me an email, send me a text, give me a call. And if you found this information useful, go ahead and hit that subscribe button, hit that bell so you don't miss any future videos, and I will look forward to seeing you on the next video.